A scale sequence is it's a pattern of notes, usually, not always, but usually 2, 3, or 4 notes that are repeated. It's the same sequence, the same order, but they're repeated through different parts of the scale. So before I chat anymore, let me just give your ears a little taste of, if you're not sure, what a scale sequence actually is, right? So my kind of meat and potatoes musical interests are all things like hard rock, blues based. You know, my favorite players are Eddie Van Halen and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Gary Moore and Dimebag Darrell and fellas like that. So if you don't know those guys, it's definitely worth your time checking them out. But anyway, that's kind of where I come from musically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blues scale in the good old key of A. So we'll get to some of this stuff if you don't know what that is in a little bit. But just like I said, to give your ears a taste of what a scale sequence is, check it out. I'm going to do it in the reverse way. So there's a lot we can do with that. We're basically taking a scale and we're breaking it down into all these tiny fragments. So it gives you a lot of possibilities. But scale sequences, right? They're used by all players of all genres. You know, if you're into rock or metal, there's all kinds of players that use like 16th note sequences, which is when you put 4 notes into a beat. Guys like John Petrucci, mega shredder, one of the best players like around. It's hard to get better than that guy. Players like Eric Johnson, Zach Wilde, Randy Rhoads. Hopefully some of these are like names you've heard before that employ scale sequences a lot in their playing. A lot of jazz guys, and like sometimes they use sequences in different ways, obviously. But jazz players like John Scofield, Joe Pass, Django Reinhardt, who is actually a 2-fingered guitar player. It was crazy. Country players use them in different ways. Guys like Danny Gatton, Brent Mason, you employ scale sequences all the time. And then pretty much every blues tune you check out, whether it's Stevie Ray or maybe Albert King or like all blues players tend to use triplets as well, you know, in a bit of a different rhythmic format. Because if you know of anything about blues, it's based on like triplets, bop, 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 1 and 2, where the beat is broken down into 3 parts. So things like, you know, things like that, right? So my point is sequences get used across all genres by all players.